Good evening, everyone. What is going on? Welcome to the play-by-play Game 2 between the Kansas City Royals and the New York Yankees as the Yankees look to win the series. Hopefully they win the series. They lost back-to-back series, so win the series tonight. Hopefully they go for the sweep tomorrow. But what is going on, folks? Shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure you all hit that like button, hit that subscribe. Share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Looks like we got a few folks in the chat. We got Robert in the chat. We got Susan in the chat. Ronnie's in the chat. Beagle is in the chat. What is up? What is up? Frederick is in the chat. What is going on, folks? What is going on? Daniel Berry's in the chat. Brad is in the chat. What's up, guys and gals? What is going on? How we feeling? Make sure you all go vote in the poll, too. I put a poll out there. I want to know what everybody's thinking for tonight's game. And looks like 6 votes so far, and we're looking at 7 to 9 strikeouts. That's what most of you have voted for so far. So, sounds great. I'm still going with my my 11 or 10 strikeout, 11 strikeout prediction. So, I think Max Fried's going to have a really good game. The game should start here in about 5 minutes. So can't wait till the game starts. It's gonna be Max Fried versus Michael Wacha. So Michael Wacha right now is 0-2 for the season. So let's see how he does against the Yankees today. Yankees bats hopefully come alive just like they did. Yesterday. So have a little home run derby. And let's see what we got here. Hold on. Just make sure I'm all good. Cloudy in Pittsburgh on Sunday. Hopefully it doesn't rain. Yeah, let's hope for your sake, right? Since you're going to be out there. There, Frederick and Robert is going. Robert is saying, I forgot to give you my home run call, but it's the captain and the kid pop 1 out 2. Okay, that's cool. Max isn't feeling good tonight. Why do you say that, Frederick? Which Max are you referring to? What up, Desiree? Good to see you. How's life? What up? What up? But here we have David Cohn, Michael K, Paul O'Neill as your broadcast team. Oh, Max isn't feeling good. What's going on with my boy Max, man? What's going on with him? Why is he not feeling good? Oh, because he was at the dentist office. I think he had made a mention of that. So yeah, I think he had made a mention of that he was at the dentist. So all right. What up there, William? How's life? So the game should start here shortly. They're showing some game highlights from yesterday. Yeah, the Yankees offense, man, this season just absolutely killing it. Second place with runs, average is 5th, home runs is 1st, OPS. They're just absolutely killing it all around. And on the offensive side, the pitching just needs to get it together. But of course, the pitching, bit of a problem for the Yankees, right? So, let's see what Max Fried does tonight. Hopefully he has another great performance. But let me get the play-by-play, make sure that's all good. I'll zoom in a little bit more. Make sure y'all see the score there. But cool. You still packing up to move? Where are you moving there, William? Where are you going to move? Where are you moving to? Yeah, freaking wow! Max Fried's ERA right now, folks, is at 1.56. That's pretty impressive, I must say. So, but while we're waiting, let's just check some of the scores here on Major League Baseball. The Nationals are beating the Pirates 1-0. The Mariners are beating the Reds 1-0. Arizona, Miami is tied at 0. Phillies and the Giants are tied up at 0. Baltimore, Cleveland going to start. Boston, Tampa Bay is about to start. Atlanta and Toronto is about to start. And you got some other games here starting here in the next little less than 40 minutes with the Mets and Mets and Twins, Athletics and White Sox. What do we got here? Tigers and the Brewers. St. Louis and Houston. And got a couple of late night game. Well, yeah, caught one late night game at least. So with the Dodgers and Rockies. Yeah. What up, TC? What up, in Furnace? How we doing? Thanks for tuning in. That's what's up. Sean Brown is going 12 Ks. I dig it. To a guest house? Okay. Well, I know he said he went to the dentist office. He put a thing out in the community page on YouTube saying that he went to the dentist. So I don't know if it's from that, but hopefully he's all right, man. I don't want nothing to happen to him. Robert's saying he had some Publix chicken fingers with that hot honey and a French blue cheese salad with spring mix, spinach, red cabbage, blue cheese. That sounds pretty good. And listen to Rodney. He says hit the like button, please. Oh, he got up not feeling good? All right, well, like I said, hopefully it's nothing too bad. Never like to hear that. Can they win? Appreciate you, TC. Yeah, can they win 2 in a row? Maybe. They should be able to. I mean, with Max Fried on the mound, you would hope. You would hope, right? So you would hope that the Yankees do go 2 in a row. Here in Colorado, is it war in Colorado or the game? Where are you talking about there, Ronnie? Look at his mug right now on a 65-inch. Okay. I got you there, Robert. Cool. Can't wait till the game starts. So game should start here. Like I said, it should start here shortly. And it is Jackie Robinson Day, folks. So shout out to Jackie Robinson. Oh, the game? Let's see. Weather in New York right now. I'm going to check that. Somebody was telling me it was windy. I mean, right now they're saying in New York it's 57 degrees. So I guess it's a little bit cool. And I'm just looking at some of the weather right now in New York and days ahead. Now, they do travel to Tampa Bay for Thursday. They're going to have a 4-game set. What up, Beagle? Windy in Florida? Okay. Oh, drunk Hispanic. I haven't seen you in a while. What's going on, man? What is up? How's life? How's life treating you? It's going to be the low 90s the whole time during Tampa. All right, Desiree. You going to a game out there, Desiree? You going to go to George M. Steinbrenner Field? And the Yankees take the field. Max Fried is on the mound. Let's pull up the game cast here. So Kansas City Royals starting lineup: Michael Garcia, Bobby Witt Jr., Vinny Pasquantino, Salvador Perez, Michael Massey, Hunter Renfroe, MJ Melendez, Freddie Furman, Cavan Biggio. That is your starting lineup. And here we have Max Fried on the mound. He is 2-0 in 3 starts. He's got a 1.56 ERA, 21 strikeouts, 3 walks, only gave up a home run in 17 innings pitched. So some good numbers there by Max Fried. Freaking Rodney. Desiree says, no, they're ridiculously expensive starting at 200. What the hell? For real? Dang, all right. Yeah, they're bugging with those prices. Drunk Hispanic says, relax and glad baseball's back. And Soto, whatever. Whatever with Soto. That's all I'm going to say. But it looks like we are ready to go. And they're showing the watch there. I don't know why. And the umpire says we're ready to go. All right. And Garcia steps into the plate. And Max Fried is ready to go. He sets, and here's the first pitch. And it is a ball. And we are underway, folks. 1 ball, no strike to Garcia, who's hitting .278, 2 home runs, 9 RBIs so far this season. Here's the 1-0. Woo, big swing and a miss. Yeah, he was dancing on his feet, almost fell over. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Garcia. One ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch from Fried. 2 balls, 1 strike now. Yeah, that'd probably be a fun time for those two, huh? There, Robert. So 2 balls, 1 strike here to Garcia as Max Fried sets. Here's the 2-1. And he fouls that one off. Let's see if Max Fried could get his first strikeout here. Trip Gibson is the home plate umpire. They say that he is pitcher friendly. So hopefully that is the case. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Garcia. Here's the pitch. And he did not go. So it is a full count now. So 3 balls, 2 strikes now. What up, Ace? Happy Jackie Robinson Day. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And it's a grounder hit to Peraza, who throws over to first base to Goldschmidt for out number 1. We have 1 out here in the top of the first. Yankees defense, Dominguez, Bellinger, Judge are in the outfield. In the infield, we have Peraza, Volpe, Chisholm Jr., Goldschmidt. Wells is at the dish. Ben Rice DHing. Max Fried is on the mound. And that'll bring up Bobby Witt Jr. We have 1 out here in the top of the first as Max Fried sets. Here's the pitch. That is in there for a strike. So it's an 0-1 count to Bobby Witt Jr. Max Fried sets. Here's the 0-1. And he hits a grounder to Peraza. Once again, throws over to first base. And he gets him out for out number 2. Deja vu. So 2 quick outs here in the top of the first. And the infamous chewing gum, Aaron Boone. They always like to show him chewing gum or eating sunflower seeds. Right now, he's chewing gum. We'll see what he does later in the game. But anyway, we're back to the game. Pasquantino is on at the plate, and he takes a ball. So we have 2 outs here in the top of the first. Nobody on. It's 1 ball, no strike to Pasquantino as Max Fried sets. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Pasquantino. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the top of the first as Max Fried sets. Here's the pitch. And it's popped up to Dominguez as he makes the play. A round of applause. We have 3 outs. We're going to the bottom of the first. We're going to clap for Dominguez every time he makes a play. Hey. There you go. All right. Well, 1, 2, 3 inning. So good inning. Good start so far for Max Fried. And we are in a commercial break. Let's check these comments. The comments are a little bit on fire right now. TC's asking if I ever have guest call games. Maybe on occasion I will, but I'm going to try. For the most part, I'm probably going to call most of them. I might have a guest come on once in a while. What else we got? Yeah, great pickup by the Yankees. Fried's going. Yeah, Fried's dope. Wait, who's this Jacob Petruzzi guy? Do I know you? Yeah, I your first time seeing you in the chat. Thanks for tuning in there, sir. Late great Finn Scully rolling solo. You know, man, that's the story of my life, bro. Just restoring my life. What can I say? Yeah, we were. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Dominguez was excellent. All right, Ben Rice, Aaron Judge, Cody Bellinger, Paul Goldschmidt, Jazz Chisholm Jr., Anthony Volpe, Austin Wells, Jason Dominguez, Oswald Peraza is your starting lineup. And Michael Wacha will be pitching for the Kansas City Royals. Wow, if you have a twin there, Petruzzi, the world is ruined. I'll tell you that much right now. Yeah, Dominguez is bad. I mean, what's he hitting right now? Let's see. 229. Yeah, he needs to get. I mean, it's all right. If he finished the season with 250, I'd be happy with that. But here we have Ben Rice, and first pitch to Ben Rice is a ball. So 1 ball, no strike to Ben Rice. It's a 1-0 count. Here's the 1-0. That is called a strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike now to Ben Rice, who's been hitting the freaking ball very hard this season. He's been on a roll lately. Here's the 1-1. And Rice hits it back to Wacha, throws over to first base for out number 1. And we have 1 out here in the bottom of the first. The Royals defense in the outfield, Melendez, Garcia, Renfroe. Infield is Biggio, Witt Jr., Michael Massey, Salvador Perez. Furman is taking over catching duties. Pasquantino is the DH. Wacha is on the mound. And that brings up the captain, Aaron Judge. All rise for the Judge. And here's the pitch from Wacha. And that is called a ball. So 1 ball, no strike to the captain. He's going to be the captain of Team USA for the WBC in 2026. So congratulations to Aaron Judge. Here's the 1-0. Judge fouls that back. 1 ball, 1 strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Yankees trying to get something going here. It's a 0-0 game. Wacha sets. Here's the pitch. And Judge hits that into right field. And it goes over the right fielder's head. And it is a single for Judge. So Judge gets a 1-out single. And we have a runner on first. And that'll bring up Cody Bellinger. Let's go. Showing the replay here of Aaron Judge's hit. That was a hard hit ball there. As Cody Bellinger swings at the first pitch, and it's a pop-up. Who's going to make that play? And Melendez makes the play as Judge gets back to first. We have 2 outs here in the inning, and that will bring up Paul Goldschmidt, folks. So 2 outs, man on first, bottom of the first. Let's see what the hot-hitting Paul Goldschmidt could do. 367 batting average, 1 home run, 6 ribbies, a 909 OPS so far in 16 games for Paul Goldschmidt. And here's the pitch from Wacha, and it's a swing and a miss. So it's an 0-1 count. So no balls, 1 strike to Paul Goldschmidt. Wacha sets. Here's the pitch. Ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike now to Paul Goldschmidt. See if the Yankees could get a run here. Goldschmidt calls time. He does step back into the batter's box. He looks like he's ready to go. Wacha is ready to go as he sets. Here's the pitch. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Paul Goldschmidt. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, runner on first. Here's the 2-1, and Goldschmidt fouls that. So it's 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Oh, there it looks like there was a catcher's interference, is what they're saying. Yeah, he does hit the bat does make contact with the glove. So Goldschmidt does take first base. So we do have 2 runners on now for Jazz Chisholm Jr., who desperately needs to improve. I mean, he did hit back-to-back home runs, back-to-back days, but still need more out of him. So 2 men on, 2 outs, bottom of the first. First pitch to Chisholm is a ball. So 1 ball, no strike to Jazz Chisholm Jr. Batting average right now at a .175. And it's a 1-0 count as Waka sets. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike to Jazz Chisholm Jr. I like it. I like his cleats, though. Those cleats are pretty fire. 1-1 count. Here's the 1-1 as Jazz Chisholm pops that one up. And the play is made in foul territory for out number 3. So the Yankees do get a hit. They do leave 2 runners on. We are going to the top of the second. It is still a 0-0 game. And we are in a commercial break. A lot of comments. I got to catch up on these comments. So let's see what we got here. Positive vibes. Oh, you're right. Bloodsport. You have a movie. You have a movie thing going there, Beagle. Okay. It would make him Captain America. Yeah, Frederick. Yeah, Jazz ain't smooth no more. Well, he better get it together, man. He needs to be smooth. So we are in a commercial break. Let's see if what Max Fried does in the top of the second. So let's just hope that he can have another good inning. Go to the bottom of the second. Hopefully the bats can get something going here. Make sure you all hit that like button if you haven't yet. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. I am 1 sub away from 1530. So if there's anybody that is new that is watching this for the first time, make sure you all hit that sub button. Let's continue growing this channel out. And it looks like 18 people have voted so far, and 19 now. And 47% of you are saying 7 to 9 strikeouts. 32% are saying 4 to 6. 11% is saying 10 plus. 1 to 3, 11% of you are saying 1 to 3 strikeouts. Cool. And we should be back to the game here momentarily, and looks like we are. They're showing the beautiful skylines out there in the city. And we are back to the game. Max Fried is back in the mound, and he will pitch to Salvador Perez. And the first pitch is called a ball. Look, that was a 91-mile-per-hour four-seam fastball. Max Fried sets. Here's the pitch, and that is fouled. Count now is 1 ball, 1 strike to Salvador Perez. So we are in the top of the second. It's 1 ball, 1 strike to Salvador Perez. It's a 0-0 game as Max Fried sets. Here's the pitch, and that is fouled. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Let's see if Max Fried could get his first strikeout of the game. As Perez waits, Max Fried sets. Here's the 1-2, and it is fouled. So still staying alive. So 1 ball, 2 strikes still to Salvador Perez. Yeah, Yankees winning tonight's game would be fantastic. They would take the series. It would be a much-needed series win after losing back-to-back. As Max Fried sets, here's the 1-2, and he swings and misses. And he is down on strikes. But they're having Wells is having a conversation with the umpire. So I guess it's not a strikeout. Boone going out there to have a chit chat. So looks like on the replay, I mean, are they saying that he made contact with the ball? I mean, from that replay, it didn't look like he did. As Fried misses on that pitch, it's 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Salvador Perez. I mean, based on that replay, it didn't look like he made any contact. I don't know. But here's the 2-2. Salvador Perez pops that one up. Aaron Judge is running towards the ball, and he makes the play for out number 1 in the top of the second. And that'll bring up Massey to the plate. What up, Owl? How's it going? So Massey is at the plate. We have 1 out here in the top of the second. Fried sets. Here's the pitch. And that is outside. That is a 1-0 count to Michael Massey. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out here in the top of the second as Max Fried sets. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike on a 94-mile-per-hour sinker. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here. Top of the second. Max Fried sets. Here's the pitch. And it is fouled off. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Max Fried still looking for his first strikeout of the game. As Massey's ready to go, Fried is ready to go. Here's the 1-2. And swings and misses, and he struck him out. Strikeout of the game for Max Fried. We have 2 outs now here in the inning. Showing the replay there, so good stuff by Fried. And that brings up Hunter Renfroe. And he takes a strike. It's an 0-1 count to Hunter Renfroe. So no balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the top of the second. It's a 0-0 game as Max Fried sets. Here's the 0-1. And Renfroe hits that ball, and it is foul. So the count is 0-2. Let's play that 2-strike horn. Let's see if Fried can get a strikeout here. It's an 0-2 count, 2 outs, top of the second. Fried trying to get out of this inning. Let's see what he does here as he sets on the 0-2. Here's the pitch, and that is fouled. Renfroe staying alive. What up, Bill? We got Bill in the building. What's up, Bill? How you feeling? How you doing? 0-2 count, 2 outs here in the top of the second as Fried sets. Here's the pitch, and that is high for a ball. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Hunter Renfroe. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the second. Fried trying to have another clean inning as he sets. Here's the 1-2. And he struck him out. Second strikeout of the game. And we have 3 outs. That'll take us to the bottom of the second. We are in a commercial break. And nasty, nasty stuff from Fried, man. So far, so good. So far, so good. But Chia, Ace is in the building. What up, Ace? What up, man? So, yeah, I haven't worn my hat in several days actually. So I'm trying something new for these play-by-plays and pre-games. You know, maybe it might bring better luck for the Yankees. I don't know, but we'll see. But what up, Ace? How you feeling, bro? If you got a ball from Aaron Judge, would you give it away to a little kid? Bro, yeah, I would. I would give it away to a little kid. I would give it away to a little kid. For sure I would. But luckily at one of those games, I'd probably have my nephews and my niece with me. So they, you know, one I'll give it to one of them. Then they can battle it out. I really don't care. So as soon the second I step in the sun, Rodney, I like instantly start tanning. What if it was a home run? Ooh, well, yo, as long as it stays within the family, I don't know, man. I don't know if I would give it to some random little kid unless, I mean, if he was going for it. What about you, bro? Would you give it up to a little kid? Would you give it to your nephew or your niece or some random little kid? Would you do it? Would you do it, Ace? What's up, Ken? How's it going? What's up? What's up? Thank you all for tuning in. Nah, I don't wrestle 5-year-olds, dude. I wrestle folks my size and folks that are bigger than me. And I'll wrestle you too there, Jacob. Trust me, it'll be a miserable time. And here we have Anthony Volpe leading things off here in the bottom of the second as he takes a ball. It's a 1-0 count. And here's the 1-0. As Volpe hits a grounder to the third baseman, and Volpe is out on a grounder. And we have 1 out here in the bottom of the second, and that'll bring up Austin Wells. Wells so far, 208 average, 3 home runs, 7 ribbies, an OPS of 757. So 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Still a 0-0 game. Here's the pitch from Waka, and it is a strike. So it's an 0-1 count to Austin Wells. Waka sets. Here's the 0-1. And Wells hits that into right center field, and that ball is caught. And a hit is taken away. Nice play there by the right fielder. So that is out number 2. Wells gave that one a ride. But good play there. Good defensive play, I must say. That was good. Does take a hit away. Almost had it. I'm going to show that replay over and over again. And now we have Jason Dominguez at the plate as he hits a ball into right field. Line drive. It is a single, a 2-out single for the Martian. Let's go. So Yankees have an opportunity here. Let's see what they can do. We do have 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. We do have a runner on first, and we are at the number 9 hitter. That is Oswald Peraza. As Waka sets, here's the pitch, and Peraza fouls that one back. 0-1 count to Oswald Peraza. This is his 8th game being played now for Peraza. So 0-1, 2 outs, runner on first. Here's the pitch. 0-2 now. So quick 0-2 count for Oswald Peraza. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 1 man on. Bottom of the second. Waka sets. Here's the pitch. As Peraza hits that to second base on a grounder, and he is out. That is 3 outs. The Yankees do leave a runner on. They do get a hit, and that will take us to the bottom of the third. We are going to a commercial break. And what are we thinking, folks? How are we feeling right now? Ronnie says the kid needs to learn that life is cruel. Well, I had to learn that one when I was a kid. How much loot his parents have on them? Oh, money. Okay. Ronnie talking money. William DeSico says he would have given the ball a kid no matter what. If he's breaking a record, I don't know. Yeah, that's a good point, man. To be clear, I'm not having a kid related or not a judge ball. Some people carry spare baseballs with them. They give away those and keep the real ones. Yeah. Trying to think of that. Oh, Zach Hampel. Anyone? I hope not, Rodney. Ken says, yeah, making some contact, got to stack more consecutive hits. Yes, 100%. But at least they're making contact with the bat. But like you said, they got to get some hits. And shout out to somebody bought me a coffee. I don't know who it was, but it says someone bought a coffee. Whoever it was, thank you so much. I just got an email notification. Whoever bought it for me, thank you. You are the best. That means a lot to me. So thank you for the donation. It does mean a lot to me. But the person wanted to keep it a secret. Oh, it was Susan. Thank you, Susan. Oh, that's very sweet of you. Thank you so much. Thank you. But we are back to the game as MJ Melendez is on the mound or at the plate. And he takes a ball. It's a 1-0 count. So 1 ball, no strike here in the top of the third. And Melendez hits that ball as Cody Bellinger is running back. And that ball is gone. It's a solo home run given up by Max Fried. And the Royals are on the board with a 1-0 lead. So leadoff home run here in the top of the third. That is Melendez's first home run of the season, folks. Thank you so much, Susan. You are the best. Thank you. Bill says, I take my coffee with cream and no sugar. Bill. And now we have Furman at the plate as he takes a strike. Yeah, a .77 Honda crushed that. A hitter. I think you meant to say hitter. It was a typo. Yeah, crushed that ball. Are you kidding? But here we have Furman at the plate. It's an 0-1 count as Furman hits that ball, but Judge is right there to make the play for out number 1. He gave that ball a ride. And we have 1 out now in the top of the third. The Royals are on the board with a solo shot by Melendez. So it is a 1-0 game. Yeah, crazy stuff, isn't it, though? Milk, no sugar. Yeah, I drink my coffee black. I drink it black. I love my coffee black. But we have Cavan Biggio at the plate, and it's an 0-1 count to Biggio as Max Fried sets. Waiting for the signal there from Austin Wells. As he gets the signal, he sets. Here's the 0-1. That is in there for a strike. on an 0-2. Now it's 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here. Here's the pitch. And he swings and misses, and he struck him out for out number 2. And nice pitch there. Good spin. I like it. But we have 2 outs here in the inning, and we are back to the top of the lineup as Garcia swings and misses on that pitch on a 79-mile-per-hour sweeper. He is 0 for 1 in today's game. He grounded out. So it is an 0-1 pitch to Garcia. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Garcia. We have 2 outs here in the top of the third. The Royals are leading 1-0 as Fried is trying to get out of this inning. Fried so far at 36 pitches. So pitch count is still good. As Fried sets, here's the 1-1. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Garcia. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, 1-0 game here in the top of the third. Nobody on base. Max Fried sets. Here's the pitch. And that is fouled. It's a 2-2 count. Let's see if Fried could get his first game. Let's play that 2-strike game. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. And Garcia hits a grounder. Peraza could not come up with the ball. Garcia will reach first base safely. So the inning is still alive for the Royals. Yeah, Peraza just couldn't grab the ball as he was trying to barehand it. And that does bring up Bobby Witt Jr., who was 0 for 1 in today's game. And Max Fried throws over to first to check on Garcia. That is his first throw over. So runner on first, 2 outs here in the top of the third, 1-0 game as Bobby Witt Jr. hits that into center field. And that is off the wall. Bellinger will throw into the infield. And Jazz Chisholm throws home, but is actually cut off. So it's a double, RBI double for Bobby Witt Jr. It's a 2-0 game now. So the Kansas City Royals right now making a little bit of noise. Jeez, Bill. Oh, Ken, I make Turkish coffee any day I want, anytime I want, man. I'm actually thinking about making some right now, to be honest. But we do have a runner on second. It's a 2-0 game now. 2 outs here in the top of the third. Pasquantino is at the plate. It's an 0-1 count to Pasquantino. Fried checks the runner at second. Here's the pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Pasquantino. Bobby Witt Jr. takes the lead at second base. Here's the 1-1. That is in there for a strike. So let's see if Fried could get his 4th strikeout. Let's play that horn. As Fried sets, here's the 1-2. And he struck him out. But the Royals do put up 2 runs. It's a 2-0 game. We are heading to the bottom of the third, and we are in a commercial break. But what are we thinking, folks? Yeah, Yankees bats got to get going for sure. Bearcat, I don't know what that is, Bill, but it's from the from your emojis or your emojis. It doesn't sound like it's great. Ken says definitely no foo-foo stuff in any No, there isn't, man. None of that creamer, no milk, none of that stuff. No, it's just a big fat no. But yeah, it is some strong stuff. But I'm one of those weirdos. I can drink it at night, and I could drink it right now, and I'd have no problems. So Sean says we'll get the runs back. I think we will. Stephen B saying we give up a home run to a .77 hitter, but can't get. Yeah, for sure. You got ice cream for the wife. Well, thanks for getting ice cream for the rest of us. Jeez, Stephen B. Mr. Cheesecake over here, holding out on the cheesecake, holding out on ice cream. Man, I thought we were friends there, Mr. Cheesecake. Sending a quick message here. Ken says he drinks coffee 24/7, no problem sleeping for him. Oh, you're used to it, right? So it ain't a big deal for you. But we are back to the game. Waka's back on the mound. We are back to the top of the lineup as Ben Rice leads things off here in the top of the third as he takes a ball. Oh, what did you do to upset her there, Stephen B? Here's the 1-0. 2 balls and no strikes now to Ben Rice. So 2 balls, no strikes. Here's the pitch from Waka as Rice fouls that. 2 balls, 1 strike now as Aaron Judge is waiting on deck. And Ben Rice pops that one up. Melendez is running towards the ball as he makes the play for out number 1. We have 1 out here in the bottom of the third, and that will bring up the captain, Aaron Judge. What's up, Erica? Good to see you. Thank you so much for dropping by. Hopefully you're doing well. As Waka sets, here's the pitch. As Judge hits that high, but just not far enough. Renfroe is there to make the play for out number 2. Judge gave that one a ride. So Yankees bats have come close to hitting a couple of homers, but just isn't enough. Brad with the comments. Oh, man. And now we have Cody Bellinger at the plate as he takes a strike. So we have 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. The Royals have a 2-0 lead. It's an 0-1 count to Cody Bellinger. Here's the 0-1. And Bellinger hits that, and Renfroe makes the play as he's tumbling over for out number 3. So that will take us to the top of the fourth. We are in a commercial break. Mr. Cheesecake. Stephen B., I guess your name now is Mr. Cheesecake. I guess I'm not going to call you Stephen B. no more. Maybe when I do the roll call, but then throughout the chat, I'll just you're going to get called Mr. Cheesecake. She appreciates my. Oh dang, Beagle, that hurts. Bill says I bought my wife 4 cases of imported Spanish tomatoes for our anniversary. Went out back and started throwing them at each other. Oh man, I've dubbed the Stephen B. Mr. Cheesecake. So we got Mr. Cheesecake, we got Mr. Instigator, and then what was Gusto's nickname? Gusto's nickname was Don Gusto Corleone. What are you coming up for Brad? What's we gotta ask Rodney what Brad's nickname is gonna be. Dan, she took the dog. That hurts. That freaking hurts. I'm sorry, dude. But we are in a commercial break. The game will start here momentarily. We are going to go to the top of the 4th inning. Yeah, Don Gusto Corleone to make her on her. I have to make her on her birthday and somehow make it without her knowing. Dudley Do-Right. That's a good one for Brad. No, Stephen B. We're not. No. Let's not even go. No. Dudley Do-Right is better. I like Dudley Do-Right. But we are back to the game as Salvador Perez hits that ball hard, and that will fall into the gap there as he is on there with a leadoff double. So Royals bats right now a little bit on the hot side. So leadoff double for Salvador Perez here in the top of the 4th. The Royals have a runner on. And that will bring up Massey as Fried checks second base. Here's the pitch. And that is in there for a strike on a 79-mile-per-hour sweeper. Oh, 1 count to Massey as Fried sets. Here's the pitch. And it's a grounder to second base. Jazz throws over to first. Salvador Perez does move over to third. So Hunter Renfroe is coming to the plate. So another scoring opportunity here for the Kansas City Royals. And Renfroe is 0 for 1 in today's game. He struck out in the 2nd inning. As Max Fried sets. Inside, it's a ball. So 1 ball, no strike to Hunter Renfroe. Here's the 1-0 as Renfroe pops that one up in foul territory. Who makes the play? Goldschmidt makes the play for out number 2. Still have a runner on third, and that'll bring up Melendez to the plate, who put the Royals on the board with a solo home run. So let's see what he does with this at-bat. Max Fried right now at 49 pitches. So runner on third, 2 outs. Top of the 4th here. The Royals have a 2-0 lead. Max Fried trying to get out of this inning without giving up a run as he sets. And here's the pitch. And that is in there for a strike to Melendez. It's an 0-1 count to Melendez. So no balls, 1 strike here to Melendez as Max Fried sets. Here's the pitch. And misses. So 1 ball, 1 strike now to Melendez. So 1 ball, 1 strike, runner on third. Here's the pitch from Fried. And it's a grounder hit to Jazz Chisholm Jr. as he throws over to first base for out number 3. So a leadoff double by Salvador Perez, but Max Fried does not give up any runs. We are moving to the bottom of the fourth. We are in a commercial break, so good bounce back there by Fried. It's still a 2-0 game. Yankees bats need to come alive. We are in a commercial break, so let's see if the Yankees can answer back. And while we're in this commercial break, I will take a small break, and I will be right back. All right, and it looks like we are back to the game as Paul Goldschmidt will lead things off here in the bottom of the fourth. And the first pitch to Goldschmidt is a ball, so 1 ball, no strike. Paul Goldschmidt reached on interference in the first inning, so Yankees bats trying to get something going here as he swings and misses on that pitch on a sinker, 94 miles per hour. So 1 ball, 1 strike. As Goldschmidt fouls that one off, so it's 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Paul Goldschmidt. And Stephen B., you're going to make cheesecakes for everybody, aren't you? And we have Jazz Chisholm Jr. waiting on deck. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Paul Goldschmidt calling time here as he is resetting himself. Looks like he's ready to go. And here's the 1-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Paul Goldschmidt. Bottom of the fourth here, 2-2 count. Royals have a 2-0 lead. As Waka sets, here's the 2-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes now. So it's a full count to Paul Goldschmidt as he's trying to get on base. Three balls, 2 strikes. Here's the 3-2, and Goldschmidt fouls that one off. Still staying alive. That was a 96-mile-per-hour fastball. Waka so far at 35 pitches, so his pitch count is doing pretty good right now. So here's the 3-2. And Goldschmidt hits that to left field as Melendez is right there to make the play for out number 1. And that'll bring up Jazz Chisholm Jr. So it seems like a cool day in New York. 54 degrees. They say it feels like 51. And we have Jazz Chisholm Jr. at the plate with 1 out. And he swings and misses on the first pitch. It's an 0-1 count. Chisholm is 0 for 1 in today's game. He fouled out in the first inning. 0-1, 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth. Here's the pitch from Waka. Chisholm shows bunt, but pitch is high. Call the ball. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Jazz Chisholm Jr. And I'm glad I don't have your problem, Stephen B. But here's the 1-1. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Jazz Chisholm Jr. So it's a 2-0 game, bottom of the fourth. It's 1 out. Yankees bats trying to get something going here. And here's the 2-1. 2 balls, 2 strikes on an 82-mile-per-hour changeup. So 2-2 count, 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth. Nice, Bill. As Waka steps back on the mound, he's ready to go. Chisholm is ready to go. Here's the 2-2. And that pitch is just low, so it's another full count here. So 3 balls, 2 strikes to Jazz Chisholm Jr. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, bottom of the fourth. Let's see what happens here. As Chisholm hits that to center field, gave that ball a ride, but it is caught for out number 2. And Jazz Chisholm now has 2 outs. So Yankees bats hitting the ball hard, just making it easy for the outfielders or for the Royals defense to make easy plays. So, oh well. Rest in peace, Mr. Cheesecake. Oh, poor Stephen B. As we have Anthony Volpe here at the plate with 2 outs as he takes a strike. So it's an 0-1 count to Anthony Volpe. Anthony Volpe is 0 for 1 in today's game. Here's the 0-1. And Volpe hits that one hard, but foul. So 0-2. Waka so far at 44 pitches. Dudley Do-Right. That's a great name for Brad. That is a great name for Brad. 0-2 count, 2 outs, bottom of the fourth. 2-0 game. Royals leading as Waka throws a ball. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Anthony Volpe. Dang, Bill. Okay. Here's the 1-2 as Volpe fouls that one off. Still staying alive. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Anthony Volpe. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the fourth here. Nobody on base. Yankees trying to get on base. Here's the 1-2. And looks like it's a strikeout. Volpe having a conversation with the umpire. And that'll end the inning. We are going to a commercial break. Still a 2-0 game. We are going to the top of the fifth. So let's see what Max Fried can do in this inning. Hopefully it's a smooth inning. That way we could get to the bottom of the fifth. Hopefully the Yankees could get something going here with the bats, when they go up to bat next time. But how's everybody feeling? How you all doing? Hopefully you're all enjoying the broadcast. Hopefully you're all enjoying the game. Although can't really say we're enjoying the game. They're losing, but they need hopefully they make a comeback here. But they're down 2-0. Yankees are down 2-0. But I believe the bats will wake up. But while we're in commercial break, make sure you all hit that like button if you haven't yet. Hit that subscribe. Share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's continue growing out this channel. I believe I'm still 1 sub away from 1530. Let's see. Yeah, 1 sub away from 1530. So if there's anybody out there watching this and you are new to this channel and you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. joining on the fun, joining on the conversation. It's past Rodney's bedtime. Yeah, probably. One of your grandfathers had 6 kids. With my grandmother that has 7 kids with his whoa. He's he needed a wow, Bill. Oh man. Yeah, you better watch it there, Dudley Do Right. Mr. Instigator's he's coming after you, man. We got Lou in the building. What's up, Lou? Yeah, run support right now is non-existent at the moment, but hopefully it's coming there, bro. Been up since 4 a.m. See, Mr. Instigator wants us to feel sorry for him. And we are back to the top of the 5th inning here as Max Fried throws a strike to Furman. Freddie Furman is 0 for 1 in today's game. Fried sets. Here's the 0-1. 1 ball, 1 strike now. I love the back and forth bantering. It's hilarious. But it's a 1-1 count here to Furman. Here's the 1-1. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Freddie Furman. Royals do have a 2-0 lead. Max Fried right now at 55 pitches. As Max Fried sets, here's the 2-1, and that is fouled back. So 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Max Fried, or Freddie Furman. Max Fried looking for his 5th strikeout of the game. As Fried sets, here's the 2-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes now to Furman. So it's a full count. Three balls, 2 strikes. Fried looking for his 5th strikeout. Here's the pitch. As Furman, and it comes off the glove of Paul Goldschmidt. And Furman will reach first base safely. Let's see if they rule that as a hit or as an error. We'll look at that replay again. So a hard hit ball. Goldschmidt trying to get it on the bounce, but just could not come up with it. So we do have a runner on first. With Biggio at the plate now. So runner on first. Kevon Biggio at the plate. He struck out in his first at bat. Let's see what Max Fried could do here. And Biggio shows bunt, but first pitch is a ball. So ball 1 to Biggio. Biggio is 0 for 1 in today's game. He struck out in his first at bat. And here's the 1-0. Biggio showing bunt again, and it is 2 balls and no strikes now to Biggio. So 2 balls, no strikes, runner on first. We are in the top of the 5th. The Royals still have a 2-0 lead as Furman takes the lead at first base. 3 balls and no strikes now to Max Fried. So Max Fried missing the strike zone. Furman takes the lead as Max Fried steps off just to kind of reset himself a little bit, get back into focus, and he is back on the mound. Furman takes the lead at first. Here's the 3-0. That is in there for a strike, so the count now is 3 balls and 1 strike to Kevon Biggio. Michael Garcia is waiting on deck. Furman takes the lead at first. Here's the 3-1. And Biggio Pops that one up to center field. Cody Bellinger is right there to make the play for out number 1. Furman will run back to first base, and that'll bring up Michael Garcia. We are back to the top of the lineup for the Kansas City Royals. Bill says he's 67 years old, headed towards 68. Been up since 7:15. I took a nap before the game. I'm ready for extra innings if NFE. Nice, man. So we have one out here in the top of the 5th with a runner on first as Garcia takes a strike on a 94-mile-per-hour sinker. Garcia is 1 for 2 in today's game, had a single at the 3rd, scored a run. Fried sets. Here's the 0-1. As that is fouled back. Let's see if Fried could get his 5th strikeout of the game. It's an 0-2 count to Garcia. Runner on first. Top of the 5th, 2-0 game. Fried sets. Here's the 0-2. And he struck him out. Strikeout of Max Fried. And we have 2 outs now here in the top of the 5th, and that'll bring up Bobby Witt Jr., who is 1 for 2 in today's game. He had an RBI double in the 3rd. So 2 outs, 1 man on, 2-0 game, top of the 5th. Fried's first pitch to Bobby Witt Jr. is fouled back. It is an 0-1 count. Fried sets. Here's the 0-1. And that is hit to center field, but Cody Bellinger is right there to make the play for out number 3. So we are going to the bottom of the 5th. We are going to a commercial break. So it's still a 2-0 game. Fried finding his groove right now. Now the bats need to find their groove. So let's see what the bats can do here in the bottom of the 5th. What's up, Dev Finch? What's going on, buddy? Hey, Frederick, if you're able to go to a Yankees-Guardians game, I would say go, man. See what you can find there, bud. Like Ronnie's saying, how do we have 17 watching with 15 likes? Come on, people. Let's get those likes up. Let's get those likes up. Come on. I'm still 1 sub away from 1530. So if there's a subscriber out there and you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Let's get to 1530. The goal is to get to 1600, right? So, and then the big goal is obviously 2K for subscribers. So I would greatly appreciate it. But let's see what the Yankees could do here in the bottom of the 5th. Or what do we think? Do you think the bats are gonna they're gonna make something happen? What are we thinking, folks? What are we thinking? What did you all do today? Did anybody have to work? Did you have the day off? Are you retired? Are you enjoying life? Like what is today like? Let's talk a little bit while we're in a commercial break. Yeah, something's got to get their mojo going, right, Susan? Truth. You are right about that. But hopefully they can get something going. Yeah, I trained a little bit this morning, came home, took care of a couple of things, rested a little, did the pregame. Now I'm doing the play-by-play. Later tonight, I do have to go out and work. So you got to make gumbo for this weekend. Have fun with that there, Mr. Instigator. And I hear chatter, but looks like there's a error on the broadcast. I don't know what's going on. All right, looks like we're back to the game. Let's make sure I'm all caught up here. Well, we have Austin Wells at the plate. It's a 1-1 count to Austin Wells. And something wrong with this MLB TV. They are bugging out right now. Let me try and get this thing figured out. That is annoying. So 2-2 count to Austin Wells, and he swings and misses on a strikeout as he goes down swinging. So injury report for Giancarlo Stanton. He's expected to travel with team to Tampa to continue rehabbing. No timetable for return. So still don't know about Giancarlo Stanton's return. And we have Jason Dominguez at the plate as he takes a ball. So it's a 1-0 count. Here's another pitch here from Waka. 2 balls, no strikes now to Dominguez. Dominguez is 1 for 1 in today's game. He hit a single in the second inning. So 2 balls, no strikes. Here's the pitch from Waka as Dominguez hits that into right center field, and he is on there with a single. So 2 for 2 game for Jason Dominguez. Bat looking good in today's game. Yankees bats trying to get something going. Yeah, the Martian is making it happen today. And here we have Oswald Peraza at the plate. So 1 out, 1 man on. As Peraza hits that to center field, and catch is made for out number 2. Dominguez will run over back to first base, and that brings us back to the top of the lineup. That will bring up Ben Rice, and he is 0 for 2 in today's game. So we have 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Runner on first. Royals still leading 2-0. Yankees trying to get something going here as the pitch to Ben Rice is a strike. So 0-1 count to Ben Rice. He is a crazy guy there, Dev. When you know, you know. Waka sets. Waka checks on Dominguez. Dominguez is safe. So first throw over there by Waka. So 0-1 count, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Runner on first. Waka sets. Here's the pitch as Ben Rice hits a line drive right to Salvador Perez. He is right there to make the play for out number 3. And Yankees can't get a run here, and we are going to the top of the 6th. Game is moving along, folks. And we are in a commercial break. Let's check out these baseball scores. Let's see what's going on around Major League Baseball. Let's check these scores. Let's see what we got. So the Braves and Blue Jays are tied up at 1. The Red Sox are beating the Rays 6-1. The Mets are beating the Twins 1-0. The Brewers are beating the Tigers 2-0. The A's are beating the White Sox 4-3. St. Louis and the Astros, so Astros and Cardinals are 0-0. The Rangers and Angels are 0-0. And that's what we got for scores right now, folks. You have the Cubs and Padres starting at 9:40. You got a late night game. So you got 2 late night games. So Cubs and Padres. And then at 10:10, you got the Dodgers and Rockies, folks. So Those are your games. Those are your scores. We are in a commercial break. We'll get back to the game here momentarily. Yankees are still down 2-0. They could still come back. I mean, they're only down by 2 runs, right? So it could definitely make a comeback, but the bats are just needing to get something going here. They're hitting the ball hard, but it's just not turning into anything positive. So let's see what Max Fried does here in the top of the 6th. And we are back to the game. And Max Fried's first pitch is a ball. And Pasquantino is at the plate. He is 0 for 2 as he swings and misses on that pitch. For strike 1, it's 1 ball, 1 strike to Pasquantino. He is 0 for 2 in today's game. Max Fried at 70 pitches right now. As Fried sets, here's the pitch. Outside, 2 balls, 1 strike now to Pasquantino. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Fried sets. Here's the pitch. That is fouled off. So 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Pasquantino. As Fried is looking for, I believe, his 6th strikeout of the game. Here's the 2-2. And did he go? No. So 3 balls, 2 strikes now to Pasquantino. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Fried looking for a strikeout here. Here's the pitch. And he struck him out. 6th strikeout of the game for Max Fried. And that'll bring up Salvador Perez. So 1 out here in the top of the 6th. Here's the pitch for Max Fried, and it is high for a ball, so it's 1 ball, no strike to Salvador Perez, who is 1 for 2 in today's game. He had a double in his last at bat. So 1 ball, no strike. Top of the 6th here with 1 out. Here's the pitch, and that is fouled off. So 1 ball, 1 strike now to Salvador Perez. Fried sets. Here's the pitch. And Salvador Perez pops that one up to center field. Cody Bellinger is right there to make the play for out number 2. So we have 2 away here in this inning. And that'll bring up Michael Massey to the plate. So 2 outs here, top of the 6th. Let's see if Max Fried could get out of this inning with no problems. Massey is 0 for 2 in today's game. Fried right now at 77 pitches as he sets. Here's the pitch to Massey. It is high for a ball, so it's 1 ball, no strike to Michael Massey. 0 for 2 in today's game with a strikeout and a ground out. Here's the 1-0. Massey hits that to left field. Dominguez is right there to make the play for out number 3. And that is 3 outs. We are moving to the bottom of the 6th. And you know we're going to give Dominguez a clap here. Round of applause. Round of applause. Let's go. Yeah, good job by the Martian. The Martian is looking more comfortable out there in left field, so love to see it. Frederick let us know that the Guardians are winning 4-0. That's great. Thanks for the news. They're beating the Orioles, so which is nice for the Yankees. But we are in a commercial break. So Yankees bats need to get something going, folks. They need to get something going, but just don't have any answer. They've been hitting the ball hard. They've had a couple of runners on. They've been getting a couple of hits, but just are not executing. So they're still down by 2 runs. They have still an opportunity to tie up the game and take the lead. At least they're not down by 4 or 5 runs. So, but let's see if the Yankees can have any kind of answer here in the bottom of the 6th. But I do appreciate everybody tuning in to this live broadcast. It is greatly appreciated. I enjoy doing these play-by-plays. It is a lot of fun. So thank you all very much. And it looks like we are back to the game as Aaron Judge will lead things off here in the bottom of the 6th. Let's see if Judge has any answer. And first base umpire says he did go, so it's no balls, 1 strike. Here's the 0-1 outside for a ball. So 1 ball, 1 strike now to the captain. Judge is 1 for 2 in today's game. Waka sets. Here's the pitch. And just misses. So 2 balls, 1 strike now to Aaron Judge. Waka right now at 61 pitches in this game, folks. So pitch count looking good for him. Here's the 1-2 or 2-1 as Judge hits that. Good play made there by the second baseman. Bobbles the ball. Salvador Perez bobbled the ball. So therefore, Judge is safe. So he is safely on there at first base. We'll check that replay. So Judge kind of got lucky on that one. But a nice little diving play there. And hits the dirt. Bobbles the ball. Umpire says safe. So let's see. Yeah, Judge just gets there on time. But that should have been an out, but the Yankees got lucky on that one. So I'll take it, though. But that brings up Cody Bellinger, who is 0 for 2 in today's game. Maybe with that play that was not made, maybe that gets something going for the Yankees. So let's go. So it's an 0-1 count to Cody Bellinger with a runner on first. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th as Cody Bellinger takes strike 2. Let's see if I don't know if they ruled out an error. Well, they said Judge hits a single. So it's a hit. They say it's a hit. So I thought it'd be an error, but I'm not an MLB scorer. But it is 1 ball, 2 strikes to Cody Bellinger. Zerpa is warming up in the bullpen for the Kansas City Royals. He's a left-handed pitcher. 1-2 count to Cody Bellinger. As Waka sets. Here's the pitch. And swings and misses. He is struck out. He is 0 for 3 in today's game now. We have 1 out here now in the bottom of the 6th. And that'll bring up Paul Goldschmidt, who is 0 for 1 in today's game. So 1 man on, 1 out, bottom of the 6th. Still a 2-0 game. Yankees offense trying to get something going here. And the first pitch to Goldschmidt is a ball. So 1 ball, no strike to Paul Goldschmidt. Goldschmidt did reach first base in the first inning on a catcher's interference. As Goldschmidt is waiting on Waka. Waka sets. Here's the pitch. And that is in there for a strike. It is 1 ball, 1 strike now to Paul Goldschmidt. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 man on, bottom of the 6th. Waka sets. Here's the pitch. That is in there for a strike. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Paul Goldschmidt. And Jazz Chisholm Jr. is waiting on deck. Judge takes the lead at first. Here's the 1-2, and back-to-back strikeouts here. Goldschmidt strikes out. So we have 2 outs here in the inning. And that'll bring up Jazz Chisholm Jr. And Jazz Chisholm takes a strike. It's an 0-1 count to Jazz Chisholm Jr. Yankees bats just not having an answer right now for Waka. Able to get some hits, hitting the ball hard. Just, again, not turning into anything positive. Here's the 0-1. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Jazz Chisholm Jr. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, runner on first, bottom of the 6th. The Royals have a 2-0 lead. Yankees trying to fight back here as Jazz takes ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike to Jazz Chisholm Jr. And Anthony Volpe is waiting on deck. Waka at 73 pitches right now. Here's the 2-1. 3 balls and 1 strike now to Jazz Chisholm. So, once again, Yankees trying to get something going here. It's a 3-1 count to Jazz Chisholm Jr. And here's the 3-1. And Jazz walks. So we have 2 runners on now. Runners on first and second. That does bring up Anthony Volpe. Waka right now at 75 pitches. So runners on first and second with 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th. Yankees trying to get something going here. As they are talking with Michael Waka. The players are talking with Michael Waka. They have Zerpa warming up in the bullpen for the Royals. So it looks like their game plan and looks like they are ready to go. So let's see if Volpe can make something happen here. So Volpe could come through in the clutch. As he steps into the batter's box, he is ready to go. Waka is ready to go. The runners will take their lead. And here's the pitch from Waka. It is a ball, so 1 ball, no strike to Anthony Volpe. First 8 games for Volpe, 303 average. Last 9 games, .77. Not good. Here's the 1-0. 2 balls and no strikes to Anthony Volpe. So 2 balls, no strikes to Anthony Volpe. 2 outs, 2 men on. Yankees trying to get some runs in this inning. They have an opportunity to get some runs. Can they get some runs with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th? Here's the 2-0. And that ball is fouled. So 2 balls, 1 strike now to Anthony Volpe. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, 2 men on, bottom of the 6th. Yankees trying to answer here. Here's the 2-1. 3-1 now to Anthony Volpe. With Austin Wells waiting on deck. So it's a 3-1 count to Anthony Volpe as Waka sets. And Waka will step off the mound. Just kind of reset himself here. The runners will take the lead as Waka is ready to go. Anthony Volpe is ready to go. And once again, Waka steps off. And looks like he is ready to go. Volpe is ready to go. Waka checks second. Here's the 3-1. And he walks him, and the bases are loaded, folks, with 2 outs. That brings up Austin Wells. But it looks like the manager for the Royals is going to come out. And it looks like there will be a pitching change. So Waka at 80 pitches, I think that's going to do it for him. And they are going to bring the left-handed pitcher Zerpa into the game. So he takes the ball away from Waka. And due up will be Wells, Dominguez, Peraza. Let's see what the Yankees bats can do. They have a big, big opportunity with the bases loaded, folks. They're down 2-0. It's 2 outs at the bottom of the 6th. We are in a commercial break. There is a pitching change. Oh, boy, Rodney. Cheesecakes, cheesecakes, cheesecakes. Oh, man. But we are in a commercial break. There is a pitching change that will bring in Zerpa to take over pitching duties for Michael Waka. So Michael Waka, today's game, let's check his stat line out. 4 strikeouts, 2 walks, gave up 4 hits, did not give up any runs in just a little over 5 innings. Right now, the Yankees bats with runners in scoring position 0 for 1. They've left 4 men on base thus far in today's game. Right now, the bases are loaded. The bases are loaded for the Yankees. They have a big, big opportunity. I mean, they need to absolutely execute on this opportunity. I mean, Austin Wells needs to come through big time in the clutch. So, yeah, Wells needs to get something going. 100%. 100%. As we are waiting to get back to the game here. And Zerpa is on the mound. He is taken over for Michael Waka. Angel Zerpa, 4.15 ERA so far. As the first pitch to Austin Wells is a ball, so it's ball 1 to Wells. The bases are loaded with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Yankees threatening right now. It's a 1-0 count to Austin Wells. As Zerpa sets, here's the pitch. It is 2 balls and no strikes to Austin Wells. Wells is 0 for 2 in today's game. He has a big, big opportunity to do something big here as Jason Dominguez is waiting on deck. It's 2 balls, no strikes to Wells. As Zerpa's having some problems with the pitch comm, it seems like. And the catcher's going out to talk with him, or at least check on him. So, yeah, it looks like they're having some pitch comm issues. It's a 2-0 count to Austin Wells. The bases are loaded. Yankees have an opportunity to break through here. So 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. 3-0. 3-0 now to Austin Wells. 3 balls, no strikes, bases loaded, 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. Let's see what Wells does here as Zerpa sets. Here's the pitch, and he walks him. It's a 4-pitch walk. That'll score a run. The Yankees are down by 1 now. It's a 2-1 game. Let's go. And that'll bring up Jason Dominguez, who was 2 for 2 in today's game. A big opportunity for Dominguez now to come through. Yeah, Zerpa just misses with that sinker. So great at bat by Austin Wells. Let's see what Jason Dominguez can do here. Bases are still loaded. Dominguez is at the plate. He'll be batting from the right side of the plate. And here's the pitch to Dominguez. That is called a strike. So it's an 0-1 count to Dominguez, who is 2 for 2 in today's game. So it's an 0-1 count to Dominguez. Zerpa sets. Here's the pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Jason Dominguez. Yankees trying to get something going here. Peraza is waiting on deck. So 2 outs, bases loaded, 2-1 game now. Bottom of the 6th, 1-1 count. Here's the pitch, and Dominguez fouls that one. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes to Dominguez. Let's go, Martian. You're 2 for 2. Let's make it 3 for 3, baby. Come on. As Zerpa is shaking off the signals, gets the signal, he sets. Here's the pitch, and Dominguez hits that over the third baseman, and that'll score at least 2 runs. The Yankees will take the lead here. Let's go! Oh, baby, it's a bases clear double for Jason Dominguez. It's a 4-2 game. The Yankees take the lead with 2 outs here at the bottom of the 6th. Dominguez 3 for 3 in today's game. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, what a big hit by Dominguez. Yankees coming through in the clutch. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. A bases clear and double for Jason Dominguez. The Yankees take a 4-2 lead. They score 4 runs here in the bottom of the 6th. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. And that brings up Oswald Peraza. Boy, did the Yankees need that. It was just a matter of time, folks. It was just a matter of time till the Yankees blew up, man. And here we are. Third base coach rallying the troops. Oh, what a hit by Dominguez. He is 3 for 3 in today's game. Dominguez coming through in the clutch, folks. Dominguez coming through in the clutch. And that'll bring up Oswald Peraza. He is 0 for 2 in today's game. We got a runner on second now. Here's the pitch. Ball 1 to Oswald Peraza. Second career 3-hit game for Jason Dominguez. Last time it was on September 6, 2023 against the Tigers. Here's the 1-0. And that is in there for a strike. It's 1 ball, 1 strike to Oswald Peraza. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, runner on second. Here's the pitch. 2 balls and 1 strike now to Oswald Peraza. That hit also knocked off the his helmet. Here's the 2-1. 3-1 now to Oswald Peraza. Let's go. Three balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here. Top of the 2nd, bottom of the 6th. Yankees have a 4-2 lead. Here's the pitch. And it's a full count now to Oswald Peraza. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on second. With Ben Rice waiting on deck. Yankees doing some damage here in the bottom of the 6th. Susan, you might be right here. It might be the beard. I agree. And here's the 3-2. And Peraza strikes out for out number 3. But that will take us to the top of the 7th. But the Yankees do score 4 runs in this inning on a RBI walk, and then a bases clearing double by Jason Dominguez. The Yankees have a 4-2 lead. We're going to the top of the 7th. Folks, how are we feeling? Are we feeling better? Are we in a good mood now? Are we feeling better? Are we a little less stressed? Are you excited? Are you as excited as I am? Oh, I love calling games like this. And we are going to the top of the 7th. It is a 4-2 game. Let's see if Max Fried will come back on the mound. Yeah, Dominguez so far, man. Dominguez so far looking good. Dominguez so far looking good. So I'm 3 for 3 for Dominguez. 2 singles and a double. 3 RBI game. I will take it, man. I will take it all day. You know, looking at his batting average right now, he is at 275 right now with a 793 OPS. So I'll take that. I will take that. All right. So we are going to the top of the 7th. Yeah, the Martian has landed and is raising. That's right, man. That's right. That's what I'm talking about. The top of the 7th, folks. Top of the 7th. Coming up. Yankees have a 4-2 lead. Gives them a good chance now to hold on to this lead, right, and take the series win. Okay, looks like Grisham is taking over for, I believe, well, looks like for Dominguez. Looks like Bellinger's still in the game. He's probably going to take over left field duties. And then looks like Grisham is playing center field. So once again, taking Dominguez out of the game for defensive purposes, I guess. All right, so Dominguez's night is done. He went 3 for 3. Bellinger will take over at left field. Trent Grisham is in the game in center field. Yeah, I'm not sure why they're doing that. I don't know. The Orioles are losing to the Guardians 4-0. Well, that's good news for the Yankees there, buddy. Sorry. Desiree says, "Are you kidding me? I knew it." I'm sorry, Desiree. And here we have Hunter Renfroe at the plate. Max Fried is still in the game as he throws a ball. So 1 ball, no strike here to Hunter Renfroe, who is 0 for 2 in today's game. And loses control on that one. 2 balls, no strikes now to Hunter Renfroe. We are in the top of the 7th. As Fried steps on the mound. Here's the 2-0 high. So 3 balls and no strikes. So Fried losing a little bit of control on his pitches. He's currently at 82 pitches right now. Here's the 3-0. And it's a 4-pitch walk to Renfroe. Leadoff batter is on first base. So a 4-pitch walk, and that'll bring up Melendez, who is 1 for 2 in today's game. He had a solo homer earlier in the game. And Mark Leiter Jr. warming up in the bullpen for the New York Yankees, which this will be more than likely Fried's last inning here. And the pitch to Melendez is in there for a strike on a 74-mile-per-hour curveball. Here's the 0-1. And Melendez hits that to center field. Grisham is running back. He makes the play for out number 1 as Renfroe runs back to first base. So a long run there by Grisham. That ball was hit hard, but Grisham was right there to make the play. Fantastic play by Trent Grisham. Nicely done. Nicely done. Kept his eye on the ball the whole time as he was running. Kind of crashes into the wall there, or runs into the wall. So great defensive catch there by Grisham. So, and Max Fried tips his hat. So 1 out now here in the top of the 7th with a runner on first. And we have Furman at the plate. Dominguez is fine. They're just doing this defensive replacement for him, which they've been doing in a lot of these games. As Furman swings and misses on a 73-mile-per-hour curveball, it is 1 ball, 1 strike to Freddie Furman. He is 1 for 2 in today's game. Max Fried trying to get out of this inning clean, trying to have a 7-inning game. Here's the pitch. That is in there for a strike on a 76-mile-per-hour curveball. Let's see if Max Fried could get his 7th strikeout of the game. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, runner on first, top of the 7th. Fried waiting for the signal. He gets the signal. He sets and fakes checking that first, but says, I gotcha. And now he's going to pitch to Furman with a 1-2 count. Here's the 1-2. And he struck him out. Strikeout for Max Fried today. We have 2 outs now here in the top of the 7th. That curveball is filthy, folks. I like that curveball. Giants losing 6-3 versus the Phillies. Oh, boy. Left field Beagle is Cody Bellinger. Trent Grisham is in center. And now we have Cavan Biggio at the plate. He is 0 for 2 in today's game as he takes the ball. Yeah, Dominguez is, it's his game today, folks. It's his game today. Here's the 1-0. 2 balls, no strikes now to Cavan Biggio. We have 2 outs here in the top of the 7th with a runner on first. The Yankees have a 4-2 lead. Max Fried just threw his 91st pitch. Cruz and Schreiber warming up in the Royals bullpen. And here's the 2-0. 3-0 now to Cavan Biggio. Yes, he's okay. He's okay. It's just I think they're doing what they've been doing, taking him out for as a defensive replacement. He's fine. He's fine. He's not hurt. But here's the 3-0. 3 balls and 1 strike now to Cavan Biggio as Max Fried is trying to get out of this inning clean, trying to have a 7-inning game. So 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. 1 man on. Here's the pitch. And Biggio walks. And we are going back to the top of the lineup. Boone not coming out. So Fried is at 94 pitches. He wants to try and let Fried close out this inning. So looks like the infield and Austin Wells are out there talking with Max Fried, just probably trying to get himself down. Well, Boone is coming out. Looks like Boone is going to take him out of the game. And Luke Weaver is warming up in the bullpen. So let's see what they do here. Boone talking with him. Well, he does make the signal. All right. Well, Fried is going to be taking out the game, but a round of applause for Max Fried. He still pitched a good game, so let's give him a round of applause, folks. Great job to Max Fried. Great job for Max Fried. Let's check his stat line real quick. Just a little over 6 innings. I was hoping he was able to go 7, but it's okay. Struck out 7. He walked 2. Gave up 2 runs. But overall, a good game. So great job by Max Fried. Let me know your guys' thoughts on Max Fried. How well do you think he played today? And I will end this poll. So there was 29 votes, and 4 to 6 of you voted 44% for strikeouts. 34% for 7 and 9, 1 to 3 for 10%. 10 plus was 10%. So good outing by Max Fried. So now the Yankees bullpen need to just get the job done. Yeah, DM, I completely agree, man. I completely agree. If Dominguez turns into what everyone expects with Judge and Jazz heating up, well, Jazz still needs to heat up. Jazz needs to heat up. He's still has a cold bat right now, so he needs to heat up. Volpe needs to heat up, right? Wells needs to heat up. Although they both had really good at bats though in that last inning, so I'll take it. Yeah. No, I think Boone taking him out I think that was the correct decision. I mean, you got 2 runners on. I think it was good to take him out. He still did a good job today. He still struck out 7, walked 2, gave up the 2 runs. He did fine. And we have Luke Weaver in the game as he is taking over pitching duties. Max Fried is responsible for the runners on as Garcia is at the plate and he takes strike 1. It is an 0-1 count to Garcia. We have 2 outs here at the top of the 7th with 2 men on. Yankees have a 4-2 lead. Weaver taking over pitching duties as he is trying to close out the 7th inning. And here's the 0-1. And Garcia hits a grounder. Volpe throws over to Jazz to second for out number 3. And we are going to the bottom of the 7th. We're going to have the 7th inning stretch. And while we're in that 7th inning stretch, I will be right back, folks. Don't go away. And let's get a little music going here. All right, folks, we are back to the game. It is the bottom of the seventh. Top of the lineup is up. Ben Rice will lead things off here as he takes strike one. It's 1 ball, 1 strike to Ben Rice. He is 0 for 3 in today's game. Here's the 1-1. Just misses. So 2 balls and 1 strike now to Ben Rice. Aaron Judge is waiting on deck. He is 2 for 3 in today's game. Here's the 2-1. And it's 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Ben Rice. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, bottom of the seventh. The Yankees have a 4-2 lead. Aaron Judge is waiting on deck and Masi makes a nice diving play there. And Ben Rice grounds out. He is 0 for 4 in today's game. Rice hit that ball hard, but a nice play there by the second baseman, Masi. A nice diving play there. Saves a hit as he throws over to first base. Nicely done. And that's going to do it for Zerpa. And we got Judge, Bellinger, Goldschmidt due up. We are in a commercial break. But how we feeling, folks? How we feeling? So 1 out here in the bottom of the seventh. We're having a pitching change here for the Kansas City Royals. We are in a commercial break. So 6-0 Guardians. Man, they are just they are beating the Orioles. So I mean, good news for us Yankees fans, right? But you want Uncle Ben to wake up? Yeah, it's not his night. Sending a couple of quick messages real quick. But good game so far by the Yankees. So you're fighting sleep. Sleep will always dominate you, Rodney. Just remember that. Yeah, it's not Ben's day today, but that's all right. But it's definitely a Martian day. That's for freaking sure. And once the bottom of the seventh ends here, we'll check some scores, see what's going around baseball world. And here we have Aaron Judge at the plate. Cruz takes over pitching duties for the Kansas City Royals. As the first pitch to Judge is a ball, so it's 1 ball, no strike. So Steven Cruz pitched in 2 games. No wins, no losses, a 0 ERA so far. So it's a 1-0 count, 1 out here in the bottom of the seventh. And here's the 1-0. 2 balls and no strikes now to Aaron Judge. About to relax and just let it happen there, Ronnie. All right. Maybe I'll call you after the game and wake you up. 2 balls, no strike. Here to Judge. Here's the pitch. 3-0 now to Aaron Judge. So 3 balls, no strikes to the captain. Here's the 3-0. And that is in there for a strike. It's 3 balls, 1 strike now to Aaron Judge. Oh, you're up till this is over? Okay. I think somebody wants to get their wrench taken away. And Judge does walk, so Judge will take first base as Cody Bellinger comes to the plate. Well, I didn't say nothing about memberships, but since you want to call it rigged, you kind of ruined it for everybody else now, Petruzzi. Way to go, bro. Petruzzi, Rodney. And it's an 0-1 count to Cody Bellinger. He is 0 for 3 in today's game. But hey, I'll tell you what, Petruzzi says I support. Oh, taking your wrench away? You support that? All right. I could do that. It's 1 ball, 1 strike to Cody Bellinger. I am at 35 likes, so I'll tell you what. If we get 15 more likes, I'll buy a membership. Here's the 1-1. So 2 balls and 1 strike. So if there's 15 people in here, watch your mouth, boy. Don't be you pushing it. We have Paul Goldschmidt waiting on deck. Keep one for your twin, whatever he looks like. And it's 3-1 now to Cody Bellinger. Don't be going LI on me there, Petruzzi. You know what I'm talking about, bro. All right. But if we get 15 more, I'll buy a membership. So 15 people. Let's get to 50 people while we're live. And back-to-back walks here for Cruz and runners on first and second. As that brings up Paul Goldschmidt. So Yankees looking to do some damage here. Pitching coach will come out here to talk with Cruz to try and settle him down. Rodney, boo! Read last NFE. What? You should take another Jacob Branch and give it to me. Oh, man. Sure you don't, but he still calls individuals that, though. That's the thing, Jacob. You when you know, bro. You've heard him. You've heard him. I mean, I got no problems with the dude. I just want to, just for the record, I mean, I have no problems with him because honestly, like he's a subscriber here on this channel. He does show support to all the Yankee content creators. I will say that about him, but I got no issues with him. As Paul Goldschmidt pops one up in foul territory, but it is out of play. It's an 0-1 count. Indeed, he does. Indeed, he does. You call him a kid, but I feel like you two are the same age there, buddy. But it's an 0-1 count to Paul Goldschmidt as he pops that one up. It's a high fly ball, and play is made for out number 2, and that will bring up Jazz Chisholm Jr., who is 0 for 2 in today's game. Oh, he's older than you by a year? Well, yeah, you guys, that's a pretty much same age. I mean, he's got a year on you, I guess, but so he's older than you. That senior citizen, sure. Hey, Rodney, he's making a joke towards folks that are older. There, Rodney, that boy Petruzzi, man, he's insulting older folks. That's not cool. Yankees game on Prime tomorrow. That is correct. And that pitch is fouled off. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike to Jazz Chisholm Jr. Let's see if the Yankees could add some more runs here. We are officially 2 hours into the game. So We might not see a 3-hour game tonight. So 1-1 strike, 2 outs, 2 men on. Yankees have a 4-2 lead. Here's the 1-1. 2 balls and 1 strike now to Jazz Chisholm Jr. Oh, dang, Brad. And Ian Hamilton is warming up in the Yankees bullpen. And here's the 2-1. As Chisholm fouls that back, the count is even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 men on. Yankees have a 4-2 lead. They're trying to add some more runs here. Let's see what they can do. As Cruz sets, here's the 2-2. And Chisholm struck out looking. He is 0 for 3 in today's game. So the Yankees do leave 2 men on. And we're going to the top of the 8th. That brings up Witt Jr., Pasquantino, and Perez. They are due up. And Yankees still have a 4-2 lead. So Ronnie's just going off, bro. Yo, everybody. God, there's just like no love in this chat whatsoever. People calling each other names, people hating on each other. My God. But we are in a commercial break. We're going to the top of the 8th. The Yankees have a 4-2 lead. Yankees have an opportunity to take the series here. Let's check the scores around Major League Baseball. Let's see what we got. We got the Braves beat Toronto 8-4. Mets are leading 5-1 against the Twins. The Tigers beat the Brewers 9-1. Oh, wait. No, that was yesterday's scores. Ha! Silly me. Okay. There we go. Diamondbacks beating the Marlins 10-3. Phillies beating the Giants 6-4 right now. The Reds are beating the Mariners 6-4. The Red Sox beating the Rays 7-2. Guardians beating the Orioles 6-1. The Blue Jays are beating the Braves 6-2. The Twins are beating the Mets 4-2. Okay. Milwaukee beating the Tigers 3-0. 0-0 game with Cardinals and Astros. The Athletics are beating the White Sox 5-3. 0-0 between the Rangers and Angels. Cubs, Padres about to begin. The Nationals beat the Pirates 3-0. And those are your scores, folks. And we are back to the game. We are in the top of the 8th. And Luke Weaver's back on the mound. Witt Jr. is at the plate. It's a 1-1 count to Bobby Witt Jr. All right there, Ronnie. We'll see you later. And Witt Jr. fouls that back. So let's see if Weaver could get a strikeout. Nah, you're good, dude. Sometimes it just, with folks, it just gets a little bit out of hand. So it's just like, yo, let's just settle down. I'm all for jokes and whatnot, but, it could get a little out of hand at times. We're good, though. Don't worry about it. It's the 1-2, and Bobby Witt Jr. hits that to right field. Aaron Judge is there to make the play for out number 1, and that'll bring up Pasquantino. And tomorrow's probables, folks, Chris Bubich will face Clark Schmidt. Clark Schmidt is about to make his season debut. I cannot wait. A much-needed upgrade in the rotation. Ronnie says you call me and you will need to join the. What? Oh man. But Pasquantino hits that to center field, and play is made by Trent Grisham for out number 2. We have 2 outs here in the top of the 8th, and that'll bring up Salvador Perez. That's what I figured. You know what? I'm going to test it out. Maybe I should call him. We have 2 outs here as Salvador Perez fouls off that pitch. It's an 0-1 count to Salvador Perez. Now I saw Brad's comment. Right. And it's an 0-2 count, so let's play that 2-strike horn. Yeah, I don't care about what Brad says. And Luke Weaver get a strikeout here and out this inning. Get out of this 8th inning. It's an 0-2 count, 2 outs, nobody on. The Yankees have a 4-2 lead as Luke Weaver is trying to get out of this 8th inning here. Here's the pitch. And he swings and misses. It is a strikeout. And we are going to the bottom of the 8th. And Anthony Volpe will lead things off. And we are in a commercial break, folks. I'm wondering if you guys will like say these jokes to each other's faces. I'm really wondering. My guess would be no. Y'all lucky that Don wasn't on tonight. Oh boy. Oh, the Don, yeah. If the Don was on, I would take wrenches the wrenches away from some of you, and the Don would just start booting you folks. Oh man. No. We're not talking about Zoom there, Petruzzi. I'm talking about physically being face to face. Yeah, I almost would bet a big no. Yeah, probably not. All you internet tough guys. Nah, Jacob, I don't think you knew what I meant. I know you're hard of hearing sometimes, but that's okay. You're forgiven. Yeah, they really don't. Oh my God. Maybe I need to take the wrenches from all 3 of you, man. All of you are misbehaving. Oh my God. You guys are crazy. But I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm glad you guys are here, though. Baltimore scored, yes, 6-1. Whatever. You guys are still winning. I'll take it. No, I'll have other mods. And we are here in the top of the 8th. Evan Sisk is taking over pitching duties here for the Kansas City Royals. It is 0-1 to Anthony Volpe, who is 0-2 in today's game. And here's the 0-1. It's 1 ball, 1 strike now to Anthony Volpe. Family on family crime. Oh, boy. No. But it's 1 ball, 1 strike to Anthony Volpe. Here's the pitch. And it's a hit right up the middle, but past the diving second baseman. And Volpe's on there with a single. So it's a leadoff single here in the top of the 8th. And that should bring up Austin Wells. Whatever you say there, Brad. Whatever you say. Whatever you say there, buddy. Whatever you say. And we have Austin Wells at the plate. He is 0 for 2 in today's game. We have a runner on first. And Wells takes a ball. So 1 ball, no strike to Austin Wells. Here's the 1-0. 2 balls and no strikes. Well, good news is like nobody's leaving all pissy when all these jokes are being made. But anyway, 2 balls and no strikes to Austin Wells. Here's the pitch. And does he go around? He does, and that is called a strike. It's 2-1. Brad, actually, I always assume that you're probably watching the stream. It's just you're driving, so you're not able to talk as much. You might be at a stop right now. And Yankees have Mark Leiter Jr. and Devin Williams warming up in the bullpen. It's a 2-1 count to Austin Wells. Here's the pitch from Sisk. 3-1 now to Austin Wells. And now we have Trent Grisham waiting on deck. So 3 balls, 1 strike to Austin Wells. Runner on first here in the bottom of the 8th. And Wells rips that, but it is foul. The count is now full. So 3 balls and 2 strikes to Austin Wells. Three balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch, and Wells strikes out for out number 1. So 1 away here in the bottom of the 8th. And that should bring up Trent Grisham to the plate. And Grisham takes the ball, so it's 1-0. So 1 ball, no strike to Trent Grisham, who came into the game as in a substitute position. As a substitute, he took over center field. Bellinger moved over to left. Dominguez's night is over. It is 2 balls and no strikes to Trent Grisham. So 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out, runner on first here in the bottom of the 8th. And it is a strike, 2 balls, 1 strike now to Trent Grisham. See if the Yankees could get some more runs here. As Sisk sets, checks the runner at first. He throws over to check on Volpe. That's the first throw over. 2-1 count. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out, runner on first. And Anthony Volpe still second base. It's a 3-1 count now to Trent Grisham. Yeah, the catcher was ready, but just lost control of the ball there. So 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner on second now. And Grisham will take first base on a walk. So we have runners on first and second now. And that'll bring up Oswald Peraza. We'll see. All right, Ronnie. I won't bother you. You need your beauty sleep. So runners on first and second. We have Oswald Peraza at the plate. He takes a ball. So it's 1 ball, no strike to Oswald Peraza. And it's a swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Peraza's 0 for 3 in today's game. Rodney. And it's a strike called on Peraza, so it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. And for folks that are new to this chat, if you're not subscribed, just know everybody's just joking with each other. So I hope nobody thinks that this is like some sort of hostile chat. I didn't start nothing, man. You're all the one that started it. See me rant about what? Yeah, this is a family here. Just folks like to bust each other's chops. And here's the 1-2 as Peraza strikes out. He is 0 for 4 in today's game. And that is 2 outs here in the inning. And that'll bring up Ben Rice, who is 0 for 4 in today's game. I mean, I do rant about what do you want me to rant about? I guess I'm lost there, Petruzzi. What's up, Yankees country? What's going on? And we have Ben Rice as Sisk sets. Oh, umpire calls balk. It looks like he's pointing at the pitcher. So runners will advance. Now it's runners on second and third. Two and 0. I mean, I guess I've done rants where I was upset about Yankees bad play if they were playing some bad games. I just don't go off and start yelling and screaming like other folks do. I mean, if that's the way they do it, fine. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but I'm just a little bit more calmer when it comes to ranting. And for me, it's just it's just not something I do. I mean, I'll express my frustration and all that. It's a 2-2 count to Ben Rice. Runners on second and third with 2 outs. Yankees trying to get some more runs here. One ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch, and Rice strikes out. He is 0 for 5 in today's game. But we are going to the top of the ninth. The Yankees do have a 4-2 lead as the Yankees try to close this out. Massey, Renfroe, Melendez are due up. So let's see if the Yankees can close this out and win the series. We are in a commercial break, and I'm going to take a small break, and I will be right back. Behave yourselves, guys. All right, and we are back to the game as Devin Williams is on the mound. It's a 1-0 count to Massey. Here's the 1-0. And 2 balls and no strikes now to Massey, who is 0 for 3 in today's game. Williams trying to close things out. Here's the 2-0. Swing and a miss. 2 balls and 1 strike on Massey. Yankees have a 4-2 lead here in the top of the ninth as they try to close out this game and win the series. Here's the 2-1. And Massey hits that ball high. It is far. It is caught at the warning track by Aaron Judge for out number 1. He sent that one for a ride. I thought that ball was gone, folks. But Judge right there to make the play. Catches at the warning track. Bumps into the wall. He's good to go. He's fine. And we have 1 out here in the top of the ninth. Judge was like, that was a close one. And now we have Hunter Renfroe at the plate. He is 0 for 2 in today's game as he takes a strike from Devin Williams. Hunter Renfroe 0 for 2 in today's game. 1 out here in the top of the ninth as Williams sets. Here's the pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Hunter Renfroe. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Here's the pitch from Williams. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Let's see if Devin Williams can get a strikeout here. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Top of the ninth. Yankees have a 4-2 lead. Devin Williams trying to close out this game. Here's the 1-2. And that is foul back. Renfroe staying alive. Williams sets. Here's the 1-2. And that is fouled. Renfroe staying alive. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, top of the ninth. Yankees have a 4-2 lead. Yankees trying to take the series here with a win tonight as Williams sets. Here's the 1-2, and that is fouled off. Renfroe fighting. He is battling, trying to make something happen here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Williams sets. Here's the pitch. And it's a grounder hit back to Devin Williams as he makes the play, throws over to first base. Nicely done. 2 outs here in the inning. Yankees trying to close this one out. And that'll bring up Melendez to the plate. Melendez going to try and keep the game alive. Williams trying to close it out. We have 2 outs here in the top of the ninth with nobody on. 4-2 game. There's Clark Schmidt starting in tomorrow's game, final game of the series against the Kansas City Royals. He'll be making his season debut. Here's the pitch from Williams. Ball 1 to Melendez. Count is 1-0. 1 ball, no strike, 2 outs. Top of the ninth. Yankees have a 4-2 lead. Yankees trying to take the series win here. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike on a 96 mile per hour 4-seam fastball. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Top of the ninth. Devin Williams sets. Here's the 1-1. That is called a strike. The count now is 1-2. Let's play that 2-strike horn. And as Melendez steps out of the batter's box, Yankee Stadium, fans are on their feet. Devin Williams trying to close out this game. Here's the 1-2, and the ball's in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Melendez. 2 outs, 2-2 count. Williams asking for another ball. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the ninth. Williams trying to close this game out. Here's the pitch. And he struck him out. And the Yankees win 4-2. Let's go. Yankees take the series 2 out of 3. They will go for the sweep tomorrow. And a great game played by the Yankees. Got to give credit to Jason Dominguez. He is the player of the game. I said it. Yep. Let's go. Let's go. Let's check the comments here. Let's see the comments. Let me see. I want to read comments that are worthwhile. Yeah, series win. Airbender back. Sweep tomorrow. Yep, you got it, man. Play that Sinatra. Start spreading the news. Yeah, the Martian won the game, man. The Martian's the player of the game, folks. 3 for 3. Had a bases clearing double. What more can you ask for? With the bases loaded, he comes through in the clutch, folks. He comes through in the clutch. Tonight was Dominguez's night. Max Fried pitched a good game. The bullpen came in, did their job. So the Yankees take the series. They take 2 out of 3, and they look to sweep tomorrow as Clark Schmidt will take the mound for the Yankees. He's going to make his season debut. And the Yankees hopefully go for the sweep. I'm probably not going to watch the Guardians-Orioles game there, Frederick. But let's see what is the score in that game. Let's see what we got here. It's a 6-3 game. They're going to the top of the ninth, it looks like. Yeah, Yankees need a win streak. Well, they got a 2-game winning streak, so let's see if they could sweep tomorrow. But I'm glad they won this series. They absolutely needed to win this series tonight. It was definitely necessary after losing back-to-back series to the Tigers and Giants. Yankees won tonight, and I'll take it, folks. 4-2 game. That's what I'm talking about. And the Yankees won this game without hitting a home run. Keep that in mind. So this team does prove that they could win games without having to hit a home run. They're perfectly capable of it. They have the bats to do it. So just want to see more of that kind of consistency from the bats. So, good win by the boys in the pinstripes, and they will look to sweep tomorrow. So let's see what they do tomorrow. And if anybody is wondering, yes, I will be live for the play-by-play. I will go live for the play-by-play, and I will do the pregame tomorrow. So I hope to see all of you there. But I'll see everybody tomorrow. So thank you all for tuning in. You guys and gals are the best. Make sure you all hit that like button on the way out. Well, while we're here, let's see how many likes I'm at. If there are any likes, let's see. Or if there are likes, but let's see how many I have. Let's see. We're at 40 likes. But 40 likes, I'll take 40 likes. 40 likes is good. 40 likes. I'll take 40 likes. But thank you all for tuning in. If you're watching this on a rerun, please hit that like button. If you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe button. Share this channel out with everybody you know. Everybody have a good night. Enjoy your evening. I will see you all tomorrow. We will do this again. Let's hope a sweep happens tomorrow. Enjoy your evening. Let's go Yankees, and we are out.